Hello, it is my pleasure today to introduce to you the Ninh place branding strategy in the next 5 years. The plan gonna include 2 main parts. The place audit start with SWOT analysis, strategy guideline, and then vision and mission. Secondly, we got the strategy part with target audience analysis, big idea, and the 5-year strategies. To begin with, we're gonna start with the SWOT analysis. In the strength part, it is important to note that Ninh Bình is significant for its values of both natural scenic beauty and traditional socio-cultural heritage. Ninh Bình has long been well known for its outstanding landscape. Additionally, the province also holds mesmerizing cultural values, including the specific culture of Bường ethnicity, the religious values, and the region's long-lasting traditional handicraft villages. Secondly, Ninh Bình has great reputation globally. In 2023, Ninh Bình is ranked in the top 23 places to visit by Forbes and the 7th position in the most welcoming region on Earth, a category of Traveler Review Awards. In 2024, Ninh Bình is recommended by TripAdvisor at the top 10 most attractive experiences. Tràng An Landscape Complex of Ninh Bình was also recognized by UNESCO as a World Cultural and Natural Heritage Site in June 2014, becoming the first mixed natural and cultural property in Vietnam. Moreover, Ninh Bình is the specific province that is being developed to be a massive outdoor film studio of Vietnam. Despite those strengths, Ninh Bình shows certain drawbacks. First of all, the tourism in this province has not been promoted properly. Additionally, tourism activities in the region are still seasonal. Tourists mostly focus on the first 3 months of the year. Another weakness that must be noted about Ninh Bình is that the province tourism still lacks connection and system and has not yet focused on sustainable and environmental friendly development. Thereby, the proportion of guests staying overnight is low, which is just at about 18%. Though facing certain difficulties, Ninh Bình still shows great opportunities in growing the tourism industry. Firstly, the province gained great supportiveness from the government. Secondly, the requirement for tourism raised due to the improvement of living condition and income is also a great opportunity for the tourism industry to develop in the province. Thirdly, the development of technology in the 4.0 era provides tourism great ability to modernize and grow rapidly. And last but not least, the tourism in Asia in general and Vietnam in specific has a great contribution over the Asia tourism. However, there are still some threats that Ninh Bình must recognize. First of all, Ninh Bình needs to face with great competitors such as Hà Nội, Nam Định, Quảng Ninh, which are favored and has long been well known by factors that are considered the strength of Ninh Bình. The landscape of Ninh Bình has to compete with Hạ Long. Similarly, the spiritual tourism product encounters competition from provinces such as Nam Định with the Trần Temple, Phù Giấy, and Viếng festivals, Hà Nội with the Hương Pagoda, or Quảng Ninh with the Yên Từ, Cái Bầu Pagoda, and Ba Vàng Pagoda. These localities have established long-standing traditions in spiritual tourism, deep-seated historical, cultural, and spiritual values that resonate strongly with a broad spectrum of domestic tourists. Along with that, Ninh Bình must recognize the strong impact of the weather to the tourism industry and its consistency in the strategy of conservation and modernization, putting the province at risk of being over-commercialized and losing its uniqueness. Based on the SWOT analysis, there are certain strategy guidelines that Ninh Bình can consider in doing the branding for tourism industry. First of all, in the combination of strength and opportunity, Ninh Bình should modernize and digitize the tourism uniqueness of the province while focus on attracting foreign customers and promoting the area through movies being filmed here. In a combination of strength and threats, Ninh Bình should promote the province as a combination and exhaustive experience of its special features rather than focusing on a certain one or promoting them solo. The province should also deepen the relationship of citizens, government, and organizations in developing the tourism industry of the province and spend more attention to the core values of the place in promoting. When mentioning weakness with opportunity, Ninh Bình should develop accommodation conditions based on the collaboration between governments and private organizations while create promotion activities, especially in low season, providing preferential treatments that fit the requirements of customers in each different situation. Lastly, when considered both threats and weaknesses, Ninh Bình should develop special symbolic activities for the low seasons. These activities should focus on traditional or cultural local values which are nearly unchangeable and are not strongly affected by the natural condition. Secondly, the province should systemize and connect the accommodation services with tourism to suggest suitable service to customers at a certain destination of the province in order to control the quality of service. From this guideline, I have set certain vision and mission for Ninh Bình to fulfill in the next 5 years. Firstly, about the vision. In the next 5 years, Ninh Bình should turn the province into one of the most favorite destinations in the north of Vietnam as a top-of-mind place to visit for tourists. Secondly, the province should highlight Ninh Bing's name as the green and sustainable destination on the world's tourism map. To do that, there are certain missions that Ninh Bình should follow, which include improving the proportion of staying overnight guests. Secondly, is creating an outstanding feature that highlights Ninh Bình from other provinces that share similar strength. Thirdly, Ninh Bình must show the sustainability and environment-friendly sides of the province tourism. And lastly, Ninh Bình must optimize tourist experience through digital technology. To fulfill this mission, it is crucial to note who is Ninh Bình targeting. In this strategy, the key target audience of Ninh Bình are basically youngsters. In the age of 18 to 35, they can be local tourists who come from big cities or the international ones that are traveling in Vietnam. The income level would be from 5 million to 30 million. Apart from the demographics, the psychographics of this group is also remarkable. They are the ones who enjoy relaxing activities, but at the same time want to explore the new experience. Additionally, in terms of tourism, they would prefer a thorough tour that gives them a full experience about the place that they are visited. In other words, the tours that are set for this group of people should be a thorough one, that they can experience the whole spirit of that place in just one tour. Thirdly, about their behavioral rules. Usually, this group of people are the one who likes to travel in group, and they have great care about the quality of the experience, that they would be able to spend more money if the quality of the experience meet the expectation. Moreover, they are the ones who are active in following trends, and they are active on social media and easily influenced by the influencers. With this group of people and such strategy guideline that have been stated before, I'm gonna present to you the big ideas with the main three keywords: rebuild, sustainable, and traditional and innovation. The big idea of this strategy is the journey of the flows, or in Vietnamese it refers to hành trình của những dòng chảy. The flows in the situation refer to three main key elements of Ninh Bình. Those are the flows of the river, the flows of the culture, and the flows of the history. It also related to the journey of the customer in Ninh Bình. In most of the time, tourists go to Ninh Bình with at least one, follow the flows of the water here on the boat to travel to different destinations. Moreover, Ninh Bình is linked by rivers. Specifically, the Hoa Lu ancient capital, the heart of the province, is surrounded by the flow of river. River plays an important role in Ninh Bình local life. Therefore, the flows is also the connection of the province speciality. Along with this big idea, the key message that I decided for this 5-year strategy is that follow the flows, glow the experiences, which can be translated into Vietnamese as nhẹ xuôi dòng bật trải nghiệm. With this key message, the strategy aims to suggest the tourist to follow the flow of river to experience an exhaustive Ninh Bình. The flow of river gonna be the map that took the customers to the destinations that they want to and connect all the destinations into a flow. Additionally, it also refers to the fact that through following all the three flows of the province, the flows of river, flows of the culture, and flows of the history, tourists would be able to have an incredible experience that they can never have in any other place, while it is also an outstanding experience that you can hardly have if you don't experience thoroughly in Ninh Bình. From the big idea, I came up with a key visual, which is designed based on the yin and yang theory organization, showcasing the harmony of human being and nature, in which the representation of human being is on the right, with the representative of the heart of Ninh Bình, the Hoa Lu ancient capital, while the natural factor is on the left. Specifically, the two sides are connected by the flow of river, highlighting the big idea. More importantly, this key visual is not 100% imagination, but it is inspired by the Hoa Lu ancient capital scene from the top-down aspect. Now come to the 5-year strategy. I have decided to divide it into 4 main phases, with the first year that focus on highlighting the flows of Ninh Bình. The second year would showcase Ninh Bình commitments to the global concern about the environment. The third and fourth year, as the third section, would focus on united Ninh Bình through a flow, and the final phase gonna focus on reinforce Ninh Bình brand name and reputation. With this plan, in the first year, branding activities aim to focus on highlighting competitive advantages that Ninh Bình has and have already been recognized, while also improving existing advantages that might not have been given the attention it deserved, such as cultural features and traditional handicraft villages. In general, the first phase focuses on promoting and bringing an overview about Ninh Bình to tourists and stakeholders. To do this, the province should focus on certain activities. First, the province would produce a music video about Ninh Bình with the participation of Ha Anh Tuấn, a famous singer that was born in Ninh Bình, and producer Ma Siêu, an artist that is famous for melodies that collaborate greatly modern and traditional, bringing the unique sense of Vietnam. The music video's lyric would mostly focus on the intangible values of Ninh Bình, including cultural and historical value, as long as the spirit of the citizens here. Meanwhile, the scenes of the video would be filmed as iconic destinations in Ninh Bình, showcasing the strength of the landscape. Furthermore, the province should make use of the Ninh Bing's film studio characteristics to participate in movies to promote the beauty of Ninh Bình. The movies might be broadcasted on Netflix or Disney Plus to approach international potential visitors. It must be highlighted that these movies don't have to be about Ninh Bình, but using the place as the theme or the background for the story, which used to gain great success in the Kong movie. Along with that, for long-term impact, there are activities that must be noted. Firstly, the website of the province for tourism promotion must be reconstructed in order to be younger and more attractive. The branding activities would be extended to not only on YouTube and the websites, but on other social media that attracts a lot of viewers, including TikTok, Facebook, or even Threads, and X might also be considered for paid media. Additionally, the province should launch cultural festival or music events, especially in low season. In such situation, special activities of handicraft villages would be gathered in an area for the tourist to experience. For the second-year tactic, apart from keeping up with long-term activities in promotion and developing cultural festivals, the strategy aims to showcase Ninh Bing's commitment to global concern about the environment in constructing a green region with sustainable services and products. In short, this phase focuses on the sustainability and the green side of Ninh Bing, which includes the following activities. First, to improve the reputation in sustainability and green, Ninh Bing should in charge of organizing conferences and workshops about protecting the environment, sustainable development, and the relating topics. This action might not only highlight the region's special concern in such issues, but also support it to stand out and further develop in the MICE tourism trend, creating advantages for it to compete with successful brand names in the field in Vietnam like Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City. Secondly, Ninh Bing should launch new tours and tourism activities based on the experience that is close to nature and environment friendly, while retaining the relaxing special characteristic of the area. These activities might include meditation or sailing, focusing on the river as the flow to connect special features of the place. Thirdly, the province should connect with local organizations in creating long-term CSR strategy focused on improving the environment. Additionally, rules about protecting nature should be spread among citizens in handicraft villages, specifically the ones that participate in tourism activities. Lastly, the advantage of Ninh Bing in filming should be extended in order to promote the green and peaceful environment. After the first year of preparation, in the following 2 years, the strategy focuses on highlighting Ninh Bing's with all its strength that has been recorded since the beginning and the ones that have been developed throughout the strategy with a strong connection among those features. In general, that would be the highlight phase of the strategy, showcasing the most exhaustive portrayal of the province and defining the brand of Ninh Bing thoroughly. The first activities being considered is to develop and publish a special app for tourism in Ninh Bing. The app will include iconic destinations suggested for tourism. However, what is important is that rather than recommending a certain destination, the app might advise tourists to further develop their journey and experience to other places and activities due to the interest or the location of the tourist. The map's tour suggestion would follow the reverse flow of the marking positions and including all three special flows of the province: the flows of nature, the flows of history, and the flows of culture. Additionally, accommodation service nearby would also be suggested for tourists. Secondly, apart from the tourism map, for tourists coming to Ninh Bình, whenever they arrived as an iconic place, they would be given the Ninh Bing's Flow special passport. Each time they come to a place noted on the passport, they would be given a mark representing that place with the three colors based on the three main flows of the province. If they get at least 3 marks, that shows all 3 flows of nature, cultural, and history, they might earn a gift of a plant that they can either bring back home with them or leave it to be grown at the Cúc Phương National Park, which is the huge park of Vietnam that is shared by 3 provinces, including Ninh Bình. Moreover, in this phase, promotion activities should be developed, especially focus on new activities or places in the map to attract more customers. With the last phase of the 5th year, the strategy suggests the province to organize experiential activities rather than normal activities that the tourist will come to the place to be served. BINH should organize activities that maintaining the unique local spirit of experiential that relevant to the flows. These activities would let the customers to be able to experience the special activities of the province themselves, including selling themselves or joining in the local handicraft, that they can truly be a part of the Ninh Bình province and have special emotional connection with this place. Additionally, as the last phase of the strategy, the province promotion activities should be increased through promoting through multiple channels. The province should better make use of social media, international newspapers, and participating in destination ranking to improve the brand name. Additionally, Ninh Bing's unique strength of the outdoor massive studio should also be considered to be a part of this promotion activities. Lastly, activities to motivate people to share their images, stories about Ninh Bình online should be launched and developed. At the same time, the province's tourism should interact with people online more regularly and keep up with the trend to further spread its brand name through UGC in word of mouth, as well as building the brand name of Ninh Bình as not only a place with great scenery, but also a place with great spirit, young, active, and are welcoming the customers to come to experience. And that's all of my 5-year branding strategy for the Ninh Bình province. Thank you for listening.